The first movement in the mobility screen is to assess ankle dorsiflexion range of motion. Ankle dorsiflexion is just your ability to move your shin closer to your foot. So I'm going to show you here. You're going to get down into a kneeling position, get a PVC pipe or a broomstick, and what you want to do is measure about a hand's width from the foot to your stick. And the stick is straight up, and then from here, you're gonna lunge and lean your knee towards the stick, and the goal is to try to tap it without your heel coming off the floor. If you're able to do that without your heel coming up and with no pain, then you pass. However, if you go to move your knee towards the stick and your heel comes up, or if there's pain, then it's a fail. That's it for the first one. So the second movement in the mobility screen is to assess your hip range of motion or mobility. It's important to have adequate range for everyday tasks such as squatting or getting up and down from the floor. So the first position is to get yourself into this half W looking position with your hips and knees about 90 degrees and arms out in front of you. Now from here, what you want to do is rotate to the other side as such. If you're able to do that while keeping your heels down and no pain, then it's a pass. However, if you go to do it and there's pain, it's a fail, or if your heels come up or you need to use your arms, then it's a fail. So the third movement in the mobility assessment is to check for hamstring length or hamstring tightness. So you can grab your PVC pipe or your broomstick, and we're gonna set up as such. You're gonna reach behind your back, and what you want is 3 points of contact. The back of your head, the middle of your back, and your lower back or buttock area. And then from here, you wanna hinge forward, far down as you can, and then come back up. It's a pass if there's no pain and you're able to get the stick almost parallel with the floor. But if you go down, and the stick comes off of your back, that's a fail. If you go down and squat down, it's a fail. Or if there's any pain, it's a fail. So that's it for the third one. So the fourth movement in the mobility screen is to assess thoracic spine mobility, and that's the middle and upper portion of your back. So we want to check to see how much rotation we have and extension. So the movement is as follows. You're gonna lay onto your side, and you want your hips up to about 90 degrees. Hands here. And from here, you're gonna rotate to the other side. And the goal is to hit at least the back of your hand on the floor with no pain. If you're able to do that, it's a pass. But if you go to do it, and you're not able to get to the floor, that's a fail. Or if you go to do it, get there and this leg comes up, that's a fail. And if there's any pain whatsoever, that's also a fail. So that's the fourth one. So the fifth and final movement in the mobility assessment is to assess overhead mobility or range of motion of your shoulders. So what you're gonna do is lay on your back with your knees up, and you don't have to use a stick, but you can. It makes it a little easier. So from here, you're gonna reach back over your head. Okay, the goal is to try to get the backs of your hands or forearms to touch the floor. If you can do that without any pain, then that's a pass. But if your ribs flare up, that's a fail. Or if you're unable to get there, that's also a fail. That's it for the mobility assessment. I hope you guys found that useful. If you're like a lot of people that I work with, you likely failed some or all of those movements. But don't let that word scare you. These things can be improved upon. If you've passed them, then you likely don't need to spend a lot of time on mobility work or stretching. Now is the time to really focus in on strengthening and building resilience in your body. If you did fail some of those, I highly encourage you to work on those areas. If you need help, seek out a licensed physical therapist or a movement specialist. You can also visit our website at www.purposephysicaltherapy.com. Put your information in or give us a call if you have any questions. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much again, and have a good day.